All right, hey, shalom, shalom. All right, it's the brother Atazawan coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai with another lesson. Lord willing, I do hope and pray that it's edifying. Of course, tonight I want to give all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. All right, also double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, many blessings to the elect. All right, coming back to you, brothers and sisters, tonight with another quick live stream. Is going to be entitled, well, you can see the title. I can't remember what I put in there, but something along the effects of the earth is about to undergo extreme levels of pressure. Okay, and just scouring through the news articles today, and I've been seeing nothing but articles dealing with the breakdown of America. Okay, we're it's not what's about to happen; it's what's happening right now, man. Okay, the Lord is bringing about these prophecies in a major way, and now it's to the point to where everything that people want to see is about current events. Okay, so you had the Bitcoin just went on a sharp decline. Okay, the S&P 500 is in a bear market right now. There was another article I seen today saying that we're entering into the biggest inflation bubble that the earth has ever seen. Is another article going into massive food shortages, food prices. There's a heat wave going through the southeast right now that's causing strain on the electrical grid. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on right now. Not to mention the gas prices are flying out the roof. Okay, not to mention there's a shortage of food in the grocery stores, but the food that's in the grocery stores is high. Okay, I actually sent my son earlier to the dollar store to get dishwashing liquid, dishwashing detergent, napkins, and a gallon of water, and that shit came out to $25 at the dollar store. 4 items came up to $25. Okay, and these are items that cost you no more than $2 to $3. Okay, so that's pressure. Okay, so imagine what's getting ready to happen, as we continue to proceed down this path of judgment. All right, the pressures are going to increase. It's going to make people out here do a lot of crazy things. People are going to get desperate. Okay, people are going to do things that's going to be fueled behind necessity. Okay, people going to need the necessary things in order to sustain themselves, and they're going to go out here and they're going to lose it because pressure brings your true intentions out, man. When you're faced with certain points in life that presses you or pushes you with your back against the wall, it's either fight or flight, and a lot of people are going to show what they rely on, man. All right, so what I want to do before I get the scriptures, I want to get this word pressure, okay, that I have here in the Edamon line. It goes into the word suffering, anguish, act or fact of pressing on the mind or heart. Okay, so what Esau is doing right now is he's pressing the mind of the people, and it's a gradual press, which is a way more effective press, if you ask me. Okay, because it's gradual, it's a consistent pressure. It's not letting up. It's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. So you have to bear every level of pain. Okay, and we seen that happen at the beginning of 2020 when the you-know-what came about. Okay, and there's been pressure on the earth ever since. And what you've seen since the pressure has come upon the earth, you've seen a level of iniquity increase, desperation, pride. Everybody's for self. All right, the crime rate has increased. All right, the true intentions of this world is being brought out through that pressure. Okay, because their spirit is being pressed and is showing what people is really about. Okay, it says oppression, torture. Okay, see the globalist regime, like Alex Jones like to say, they're getting ready to torture the world through hunger. All right, through lack of necessity. All right, people are going to lose their jobs. A lot of you people are going to go insane. You're not going to have electricity. All right, and if you feel this heat, especially out here in Georgia, the temperature was like up to 108 degrees today. It felt like. So imagine if there is no power in 108-degree weather for 4 or 5 days consistently. They're already projecting the blackout. So it's going to get nasty. Okay? It says, oppression, torture, anguish, press for wine or cheese, instrument of torture, act of pressing, to hold fast, cover, crowd, or compress, to strike. Okay? So Esau is getting ready to strike the earth with what? With that venom, with that poison. Because he's known as that old serpent pursuant to the book of Revelation. Okay? So that serpent is getting ready to strike. And that strike is going to lead to a level of pressure that's unprecedented, that majority of the earth has never had to deal with. All right, and we've been saying this, we've been pushing it out there, we've been warning the people, we've been giving diligence to make our calling of election sure. Hey, we've been going at it, saying what's getting ready to go down, and guess what? It's getting ready to happen. So this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. All right, it says, "The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly." Okay? So all of these tough guys out here, all of these soldiers, all of these people that have, police officers, that have a level of authority and say so here in America, all right, you're going to cry and weep bitterly. Okay? Because you're going to be in the midst of this breakdown. Okay? And then I perceive in the next couple weeks to months, man, things are going to take a grave turn for the worse for the wicked. Okay? We ain't going to be out on them highways and hedges forever. Okay? We're not going to be out there teaching this word. Hey, like the apostles were saying on their live stream when they went to Harlem, they said, the Apostle Gabar said, didn't one person stop by the camp? So this is the same things that was happening when Noah was out prophesying. Nobody stops by our camps. We got a couple of, hand-picked brothers that stand on the other side of the camp, week in and week out, that listen, take notes, okay, that's in the spirit. But we talking about random people that's out here walking back and forth throughout our camp here in Atlanta. Nobody stops and inquires on what's going on. So the Lord is getting ready to bring straight pressure. All right? It says here, verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. Okay? A day of distress, man. Okay? See, a lot of you people are going to be stressed out. That's why the scriptures say that the failing of heart. See, stress leads to heart attacks. A lot of people are going to be so overwhelmed with stress, okay, and so much pressure is going to be on them that their heart is going to fail them. They're going to give up the spirit. Okay? Continuing on here, it says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And that darkness represents confusion. Okay? The scriptures speak about the city of confusion shall be broken down in the book of Isaiah. And the city of confusion is none other than America. Okay? Because this is a confused place. You have people that's out here rioting, all right, and protesting about being able to use a gender-neutral bathroom. That's confusion. Here it is. You're not worried about the food crisis. You're not worried about the gas prices. You're not worried about inflation. You're not worried about any of the things that directly affect you. You're worrying about how you feel based upon your gender. That's confusion. But the things that really affect you, there's not an outcry about that. That's why this city is going to be broken down. Okay? Let's continue on here. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high tower. Okay? And that day of the trumpet, we'll see, we're blowing the trumpet. Okay? The brothers that you see in these different metropolis cities, from Miami to Houston to New York, all right, to Denver to Dallas, okay, Atlanta, Columbus, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, All right, all up through Tennessee, the Nashville brothers, Memphis brothers, okay, all up through Chi-Town, Cleveland, Detroit, okay? We're blowing the trumpet, okay? Vegas, LA, Seattle, okay? The Lord is blowing the trumpet throughout the four corners of the earth, warning them of the destruction through the mouth of the prophets, okay? But the earth is not taking heed. So eventually, those warnings are going to what? They're going to stop, okay? The destruction is going to be what you people are going to have to deal with. And it's going to come down falling on you hard, okay? Hey, shalom to you brothers and sisters on the comment board. Hey, how about Shemal Shah Barakatham to you brothers, man? Okay, light it up, okay? You know, if I catch some, you know, I'm kind of sitting a little far back from the camera, but if I can catch some scriptures, you know, Lord willing, I'll quote it, okay? But nonetheless, going back into the lesson, it's a day of distress. It's a day of wasteness, darkness, and gloominess. See, the Lord is going to have people out here so disoriented that they're not going to know whether they're coming or going. They're not going to know any direction to go. Okay? Let's keep going up in here. All right? Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men. All right? Now, blind man has what? No direction. Okay? He either uses a cane or a walking stick or a guard dog, or he might have an actual human that leads him throughout life, he or she. But they themselves have no vision. They don't have any clairvoyance. That's how the Lord is likening the day of trouble to the wicked. You're going to be blind, okay? There's going to be so many bombs and gunshots and shit going on out here that you're not going to know whether to go this way, or that way. Because every direction is going to be trouble, okay? Like the scripture said, there shall be trouble on every side, okay? So it's not going to be like, yeah, we got to go east. You know, like Harriet Tubman, you know, talking about the Underground Railroad, everybody go north. See, it's going to come a point in time where judgment is going to consume the earth, where you're not going to know what direction to go into. You're not going to know whether you got to go south. Everybody, let's go south, let's go south. Well, let's go. There's going to be trouble everywhere. The Spirit of the Lord got to be with you, okay? It says that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. See, a lot of people are out here willfully sinning against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay? And that's an offense against the Lord. And when you offend against the Lord, there's a judgment, there's a recompense behind that offense, okay? Unless you make it right, and you repent, and you ask for forgiveness, and you do the first works, all right? You turn back. You give yourself to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai as a living sacrifice, okay? And the Lord will pardon you from those sins and from those transgressions and offenses, okay? The Lord will forgive you if you turn back. But if you harden your heart, the Lord is going to give you over to judgment, okay? The Lord is going to give you over to that righteous recompense, which is going to be your blood, okay? We're supposed to be praying and asking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to be covered in the blood of his son, that the Lord's sacrifice covers us, covers our household, keep us safe from time of trouble, okay? Salakia for any offenses, transgressions, and iniquities that we commit against thee on a daily basis, knowingly and unknowingly, okay? The lust of the flesh, all right, all the things that we do in this flesh that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is not pleased with, we're supposed to be begging for pardon to the Lord, so that we won't walk in distress. We won't walk as blind men. We'll walk with men of vision. Okay, the Lord will guide us and maneuver us, all right, throughout the times of trouble. Okay, but a lot of the proud, a lot of the conceited, arrogant, know-it-alls out here, see, the Lord is getting ready to start pulling tickets. Okay, that's what's about to get ready to happen. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is about to start calling numbers. Okay, because a lot of you are proud, you think you're self-sufficient, okay, especially Jake. All right, now this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 21. All right, it says, and they shall pass through it, hardly be stead and hungry, and it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God and look upward. Okay? So it's going to come upon a time where all hell is going to break loose, and how you're able to go to your local supermarkets, whether you shop at Walmart, Publix, Kroger. Okay, now if you go up, the East Coast, you might have Food Lion, or I know in North Carolina they got Harris Teeter. Whatever your local grocery store is. Okay, now I know a lot of the major ones is Kroger's, Publix, Whole Foods, Sprouts. Okay, you're not going to be able to go to these places, man. And what's going to happen when these markets shut down and you're not able to go and get your common necessities, what these people going to do out here, the first thing they're going to do is curse Yahweh Shema Shai. Now here it is, these people that live their life for decades, not considering the Lord, not thinking about the Lord, not being thankful, appreciative, grateful, showing no dedication, walking past the prophets, talking shit, okay, glorying in their money and they well-being. They wouldn't think about the Lord. As soon as all hell break loose, that's going to be the time they think about the Lord to curse him. That's why the Lord is going to drop missiles on America. Because the Lord is not in your thoughts. Only when distress and anguish and tribulation comes upon you, and when the Lord don't come to your every beckoning call, that's when a lot of you is going to curse the Lord. But in your day-to-day liberty that you got right now, moving out throughout America, doing whatever the hell you got to do, Yahweh Shema Shai ain't even on your thoughts. Okay? So a lot of you people out here, you're going to curse the Lord. You're going to say F God and all the other blasphemies that you speak. Which, hey, we know how you niggas operate anyway. And don't even get me started on you Edomites. You Edomites, you don't have the fear of the Lord in you. So that goes without saying. So that's what the scriptures say. Okay? You're going to fret, meaning you're going to be wroth, you're going to be mad. Okay? That your child going to be hungry. Okay? And you ain't going to have no more baby formula, no more oatmeal. Okay? No more gerber. And you're going to get mad at the Lord. Because he's going to bring pressure. Hey, the elect is going to get pressured. Brothers in their houses is going to get pressured. There's going to be moments where the Lord is going to test our integrity, test our faith, all right, test our resiliency. And through those tests, by the keeping of faith, the Lord is going to provide. But see, a lot of people are going to crack in 10 minutes. Okay? So it says, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God and look upward. And they shall look unto the earth and behold trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. So the Lord is getting ready to bring utter darkness and chaos to the earth. Rightfully so. Okay? And we've been prophesying this, man. Consistently, week in and week out, throughout the week on our videos, fellowship and gathering. Okay? Going through the ups and downs of this truth, enduring all things for the elect's sake, to come and bring forth this good news. And Jake ain't gonna get it right. Jake ain't gonna get it right. So that's why you gotta, the apostles have been saying it for years. Hey, to hell with the 2/3. Okay? To hell with them, man. If they can't see what we saying is happening, a lot of people are still out here in La La Land. Okay? All these, if you go and just look on your local news website or app, and the only thing they're reporting about is bad times. There's no more good news. Okay? There's no more good news in this world. The only good news is the Bible, is the gospel. The preaching of the kingdom of heaven. Everything else is negative, bad news. Okay? There's no hope left. So people are still hanging on to that little inkling of America that's being, it's like having a carrot on the string, and you just stringing them along. And people think that there's going to be, the gas is going to bounce back, the food is going to come back. No, it's not. All hope is lost. Okay? The Lord is getting ready to drop this place real soon. I perceive, I could be wrong, but I perceive in the next couple of weeks to months, it's gotten progressively worse, man. Okay? Let's go to, matter of fact, I know brothers was dropping some heat on the comment board. Let me see here. Okay? That's, all right. GMS, let me go up a little bit. Oh yeah, here we go. 2 Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Yeah, because why? Same thing is happening in Shanghai right now. You know what I'm saying? And shalom to that brother Isaiah, man. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah, my brother, diligent brother, man. Okay? That brother's on fire. You know, but nonetheless, as a matter of fact, let's go through that 2 Ezra 15. Okay? Because you can never hit that chapter enough. Okay, we in the midst of that. We getting ready to go into the interiors of 2 Ezra 15. Okay, in the times that we moving in now. So that means what? You got to get your spirit right. You got to get your spirit together, get your household together, get your act together, your woman trip and get her together, or ship out. Okay, because our life depend on what we saying. All right, and we got to make sure we in the good graces of the Lord, steadily in prayer. All right, operating properly in the spirit. Apologizing to Yahweh Shema Shai for our shortcomings, okay? And correcting that lackluster attitude, man, okay? Omitting all the spirit of pride and arrogancy and malice and strife, contention, okay? Emulations, okay? And truly operating in the spirit of the Lord, being in order, being charitable, edifying, suffering with patience, okay? So let's get into that book of Second Ezra chapter 15. Okay? Let's see here. I'm going to start at verse 16 and I'm going to read through it. 2 Ezra 15. Well, you know what? Let me go up. I'm going to start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another in swords in their hands. So these food shortages, gas prices, this heat wave is inflaming the attitudes of the people. A lot of people are fed up. A lot of people are walking ticking time bombs. Okay? And when this thing shut down, whether it's the power grid or whether it's just a straight up economic collapse where the dollar drops, okay, and just straight up and down this bubble just straight bust, the housing market collapse, okay? You got to get food by measure. That's when you're going to start to see the true pressure hitting the citizens, man. That's why the scripture say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for their destruction is draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. Okay? Meaning that I'm looking at that as a spirit. I'm looking, this is something on TV right now with this guy from, what's this guy? He played on JJ's dad off of Good Times. As soon as I said swords in their hands, it was an army, and all of them had assault rifles in their hands. Okay? Which that's the spirit, you know? Because the Lord is getting ready to open up. Okay? Everything is in position. You know, the Lord's going to bust a lot of you people head to the white meat. You know? And I'm not ashamed to say that. The Lord got a spirit on these Edomites out here right now, man. They ready to take certain zip codes out of existence. Okay, whether you in Orlando or whether you in Atlanta, you in the East Point zip code, Esau ready to take certain zip codes off the map. Okay, Esau ready to run through whole neighborhoods. They just sitting back waiting. Okay, it says, verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another in swords in their hands. Meaning there's going to be gun battles and riots out here. Okay, you're going to hear a lot of gunshots, a lot of grenades and bombs and Molotov cocktails. Okay, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Okay, see that good American neighbor love and love your neighbor, and watch their house while they on there. That shit gonna go out the window. It's gonna be every man for himself. Okay? Families gonna break up and go against each other. If your relatives might know you got certain food and water over there, you might got certain provisions over there that they don't got, they gonna come over there and try to take your shit. And if you don't want to give it to them, they're gonna take your life. Now, what I want to do is get that word sedition. All right, now the word sedition means rebellion, uprising, or revolt. Okay? Factitious, commonwealth, and state, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. So people are going to try to overthrow this current presiding government. Okay? And they're going to fail miserably, but there is going to be a full-scale fucking challenge. People gonna get together. You're gonna have Jake. Hey, you're gonna have Jake fighting along with Esau. Just like when during the time of the fall of Rome, you had Edomites fighting alongside of Jake. Okay, but guess what? If you ain't of the elect, you ain't gonna get out of this. Okay, what's getting ready to come to America? You ain't gonna get out of this. You know what, man? I'm gonna show this. Why the Spirit got me talking about this? This was on the TV, brothers. Let me show this. See, they going at it back and forth. Hold on. Okay. Now what? Look at this. Now as soon as we talking about invading one another, okay, the TV is playing a straight up and down gun battle. Okay, this is the military going up against regular citizens, and I don't even know what movie this is. This was gonna be happening right here. Look at that. You see that? In every city. That's the Spirit. I just had to, the TV was on. I don't even know the name of this movie. But they was just airing it out on each other, man. Look. See, it's going Hey, man, this earth, hey, man, a cleansing is coming. A cleansing is coming, baby. All right, let's go back to the word. They letting it off. All right, let's go back into it. It says a concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, a violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, riot, rebelliousness against authority. So when the scriptures say that there shall be sedition among men, it's going into a full-scale overthrow of civil authority and your neighbors. Okay? That's the pressure. But see, this is all by design. Esau been wanting to do this because this is going to give him the reason to implement the Hegelian dialectic, which goes into problem, reaction, solution. But they're going to make it seem like you're the problem. They're going to react to the problem and come forward with a solution, which is going to be that thing that we always talk about. So the sedition is necessary. It's biblical prophecy. And this is all, excuse me, this is all by design of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Okay? Because prophecy tells you that America has to be overthrown. And the end all be all to Babylon the Great is going to be Russia, along with its cohorts, launching nuclear missiles onto this land and utterly obliterating this place from coast to coast. Okay? It says here, going back into 2nd Ezra 15. All right, and I'm going to start at verse 16 again. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And what's going to happen is, see, these people out here, they're not going to be worried about if you were a mayor, if you were a police chief, a sheriff, a city councilman, a governor, okay, the CEO of Apple or Google, or they're not going to care about your rank. They're actually going to be targeting a lot of you government officials. They're going to be looking for a lot of you government officials. We not. Okay? Nobody going to be searching you out. Okay? Because nobody cares about you. This world cares about you. Okay? So they're gonna be going to the governor's mansions. Okay, they're gonna know all the city council represent, and that's why the scripture said they shall not regard their kings nor their princes. Okay, it says and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because there are going to be barricades that's going to be placed on your local city borders. So if you in Orlando, you ain't gonna be able to go to Kissimmee, okay? Or if you in Tampa, you ain't gonna be able to go to Clearwater. You ain't gonna be able to go to what else in the Tampa area? Lando Lakes. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to go to the surrounding areas of Tampa. If you're in Atlanta, you ain't gonna be able to go from Atlanta to Johns Creek, or you ain't gonna be able to go to Norcross or Decatur or East Point, College Park. Okay, Mableton. You know, if you in New York City, you ain't gonna be able to cross the borders over into Long Island. Hell, you ain't even gonna be able to go from Brooklyn to Queens, or from Queens to Staten Island, or from Manhattan to Newark. You ain't gonna be able to move like that, okay? Because Esau gonna shut this place down like they did in Shanghai, okay? In Shanghai, it's like 20-something million people out there in Shanghai. Okay, so like man, I came down with a little sniffles and shit, you know. But you know, it's like it's millions and millions of people in Shanghai, and they effectively shut down that city. So you don't think that they can shut down like Elder Ariella did in the algorithm today, dealing with Moab, China, and the gradualism. You don't think that they can shut down New York City, that's full of bridges and hella islands? They just trap people on the islands. Like, you ain't swimming across the Hudson River. Okay? There's an old 55, 60-year-old woman trying to swim across the Hudson. She won't last. Okay? See, the Spirit of the Lord got to be with you in those days, man. Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay? Let's go back into it. See, this is heavy prophecy right here, because, you know, these things are getting ready to come to pass, so you got to keep hitting these home. You know? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? So what's going to happen is going to be a full-scale blitz. People going to just be running up at people. That's why the scriptures tell us we're going to have to be pilgrims on the earth. Because after a while, man, when people don't got no food, and the stores is closed down, and there's no help around, the electrical grid has been compromised, you don't have no forms of communication, so you can't get on the cell phone, you don't got no walkie-talkie, so it's just going to be dog-eat-dog. Everybody going to just go run into people's houses looking for that shit. You know? And if the Lord ain't with you, you know, you're going to get got. So it's going to be total chaos, but it's going to come in the form of pressure. See, Esau is pushing the pressure right now. And a lot of you people, you're about to break. A lot of you people that's living in America right now, especially in these cities, these major cities in America that's dealing with high inflation rates, you get ready to break. You get ready to straight up and down break. It's only but so long you can be in strict poverty and deal with these prices and deal with this shortage. See, right now, people are still kind of skating through and getting by. But give it a couple weeks to a couple months. See, people going to break. They're not going to be able to afford it. Here it is. The rent is going up. The gas is going up. So if the gas is going up in your car, you know your gas bill going up at the house. Okay? Food prices is going up, but it's also a scarcity. Okay? Your job is probably going to cut back your hours because the demand is low. see, what we're in what's called stagflation. Okay, and you can look it up. Okay, but we're in stagflation, which is a variation of different economic problems all happening at one time. Unemployment is high, but the GDP is low. Okay, inflation is up. Okay, but the value of the dollar is down. So this is what's called stagflation. Okay, and what's getting ready to happen is a big old bubble burst. Going back to Zephaniah, the 1st chapter. Okay, how ye, the inhabitants of Maktesh, for the merchant city is cut down. Okay, there shall be a cry from the fish gate, going into the port cities and the docks, all right, that receive mass majority of these imports from China, okay, or whatever manufacturer that America deals with, which is predominantly China. Like Elder Ariella went into it. China is like the warehouse of the world. All right, Esau goes over there and they take all the resources that they seize from different places, and they get China to manufacture their goods and ship it back for cheap labor. But that merchant city, hey, China gonna be cut down, man. See, everything that you think is being protected and being preserved is getting ready to crumble. Okay, that's what's getting ready to happen up out of this thing, man. All right, let me see here. GMS Chadash, 2nd Ezra 5 and 10, and shall be sought. What did you? Let me see. Well, I'm gonna start it. Yeah, because he put another one. 2nd Ezra 5 and 9. All right, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and the friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into the secret chamber. You know why understanding is going to withdraw itself? Because the scriptures speak about a famine of the word. All right, pursuant to Amos, the 8th chapter. See, all this talking on the internet and on the highways and byways is getting ready to come to a halt, brothers. Okay, see, the Lord is going to eventually give the angels the decree to wrap this up. You know, to wrap this whole thing up. The Lord is going to give the decree to wrap it up. All right, the Lord is eventually going to get, the Lord said, I have long time holding my peace. Now I shall travail like a woman with pain. Now, let me get that. Yeah, let me bring that out. Okay. See, the Lord is doing the earth a service by sending the prophets out. Let me see. Isaiah 42 and 14. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still. Yeah, see, how about Shema Shai has been still. He sent the brothers out there, the apostles out there. Okay, we warning the flock. Okay, warning the people, telling them what's getting ready to happen. People want to fight us, kill us, arrest us, kick us off the corner, yell and spit and scream to the top of their lungs, all because we giving them the message from the Lord. See, the Lord is eventually going to give the decree that we ain't going to go to camp no more, or we ain't going to do videos on YouTube. They're going to try to get us off of YouTube permanently. And the more, you know what, at this, let it be. Okay? Because see, there's bigger and better things that's waiting for you people. Okay? You don't want to listen to the messengers. Well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to learn through death by pain. All right? It says, I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. So like the scripture that the brother just brought out. Okay? Going back to it. All right? Now this brother, 2nd Ezra 5 and 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all the friends shall destroy one another, and then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber. Because like I just read, the Lord is going to bring about a famine of the word. Okay? And he holding his peace, but now he going to what? He going to bring judgment. So when the judgment is coming, there's no need for us to be warning people about the judgment when it's happening. See, the word of a prophet is to say it before it happens. Okay? So when it starts to happen, what need is there going to be for us to be out there telling the people? You see what I'm saying? It's like you warning people of race riots when race riots is happening. Okay? There's going to be no need for that. Verse 10, and shall be sought of many and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. So a lot of people is going to have that get it how you live spirit. Okay? You people that you think are friends and best friends and cousins and sisters, they're going to cross each other out. They're going to betray each other. Okay? Only the strong is going to survive what's getting ready to come to the earth. Because only the strong can survive pressure. Everybody can't take pressure. All right? That's why a lot of people snitch. All right? Trade, sell people out. Okay? Become informants. Because when Esau started putting that pressure on them, they don't know how to handle the pressure. But see, Yahweh Shema Shai been creating in us a new heart, a new spirit. All right? We've been being created a new creature in Yahweh Shai. So when this pressure hit, the Lord's going to give us the mental stability to adapt to any situation. And he did the same thing to our forefathers, man. Okay? Look at Daniel. He gave him the mental fortitude to adapt. Yahweh Shai. He gave Yahweh Shai the mental fortitude to adapt. Okay? Noah. Abraham. He gave Abraham the mental fortitude to adapt. That's what we're hoping that the Lord gives us when all hell breaks loose and this current world structure that we're in shifts. We're hoping that the Lord gives us the spiritual fortitude to adapt and pivot. It's just like boxing. Sometimes you gotta pivot. Okay, you gotta pivot off that foot, reposition. So when the world takes a turn for the worse, you gotta pivot, but you gotta make sure you're rooted. Matter of fact, let me get this quick scripture in the book of Ephesians. Okay. All right, because pressure is coming. All right, it's coming, and we're not exempt from pressure. See, the Lord want to put pressure on us too. Okay, we ain't exempt from that pressure. We ain't exempt from that press. Okay, let me see this here. What I was about to get. Oh yeah, Ephesians. Okay, Ephesians 2. All right, let me get Ephesians 2 and no, I'm sorry, that's Colossians. Colossians 2. Colossians 2 and 7. I'm going to start at 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahweh Shai the Lord, so walk ye in him. Okay? That's why Yahweh Shai told the disciples, settle it therefore in your heart. Okay? Meaning you have to understand what we're being called into. What we're being told to do. We're not being asked to do anything. Okay? The Lord is not asking us to do anything. The Lord is telling us we're under commandments. Okay? This is a totalitarianism. Okay? Dictatorship. The Lord ain't asking us for a favor. All right, this is a commandment. Okay? So we're in the spirit of the Lord, so walk in it. The Lord didn't say, hey, if you could sometimes walk in it. He said, walk ye in it. Okay? It says, verse 7, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Okay? So you got to be rooted in Yahweh Bashima Shai. You got to be thankful, okay, for the good and the bad. All right, for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, for the access to the brotherhood and the videos, okay, for his grace, waking up another day, okay, being in the midst of prophecy, all right, being able to see what's going on a global scale and actually have vision to know how to discern what's happening. These are all spiritual blessings. So you take these things that the Lord gave us and you what? You root yourself. Okay? And then sometime in that rooting, okay, you might have certain things that happen. Although you rooted, you might got to pivot. Okay? You might got to pivot. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to what? You got to make these adjustments for the times coming ahead. That's a part of pivoting. If you watch boxing, it's just an adjustment. You adjusting to the fighting style, man. So you got to do see, you ain't gonna be able to do the same things that you're doing now in America when all hell break loose. You're gonna have to be on point. You gotta be circumspect. You gotta have faith. Okay, you have to be vocal with the Lord, discreet. Okay, humble, faithful. So at times when shit start happening, all right, you gotta pivot. You gotta make sure you're rooted, but you pivot too. Okay, so you gotta be rooted up in the Lord. All right, because the conflict, the scriptures say that the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the earth because there is no truth in the land, nor knowledge. Okay, so the Lord's getting ready to go and do a full sweep. And if you ain't right, you're going to get caught in that besom of destruction. But if you are right, the Lord's going to do it. He's going to deliver you. But it's time for us to get our minds right. Get our minds in the game. Okay? So yeah, brothers, that was pretty much it. The spirit, that was pretty much all I wanted to say on that. The pressure, man. Okay? Understand that, hey, it's two things, man. All right? Pressure can bust pipes or it can create diamonds. Okay? So either you're going to be leaking or you're going to be shining. All right? So Lord willing, that was edifying to the next lesson. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders. Hey, peace, love, many blessings to the elect. Hey, you brothers out there, keep working. Stay faithful. Stay positive. It's getting ready to happen, man. Shalom.